A very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are joining us from today. For those of you who don't know me already, my name is Melvin Xavier, one of the directors and co-founders at Cold Chain Connect. On behalf of our team, a very warm welcome to our third familiarization meet. Now, before I begin, if I may ask you all to switch to a speaker view. The speaker view allows you to view the proceedings in a larger screen, especially for you to enjoy our presentations that we have prepared for you today. You should be able to find this on the right-hand top corner of your screens. Now, our meeting will last for about 45 minutes. And to start the program, I'd like to break the ice and get ourselves introduced to one another with an open mic session where I will call out some of you. And if you could just quickly introduce yourself and your company and where you're from, that would be great. So let me see who is here today. Frank, if I can ask you to unmute yourself and quickly come in and tell me your name, where you're from, and maybe a little bit about yourself. Go for it.
Hi, this is Frank. I'm from Airshot Incorporated in Washington, D.C., so it's a little bit early here. And glad to join you. We're a 45-year-old company. We specialize in regulated cargo, so anything including foods and dangerous goods. And we bring things into and out of the U.S. and do not do anything from points outside the U.S. So anything related to coming into or leaving the U.S. we do.
Nice. Okay. And what is your objective to join us here today? What do you see value in?
Just to see what you're doing, who's there, kind of get an idea of what's going on in your organization, and what from there get a feeling of what we might do afterwards.
Sure. Okay. So just to let you know, this is not our virtual conference meet. This is our orientation meet. So we have none of our members here. We only have potential partners that would like to understand more about Cold Chain Connect. Yeah. Okay. Let's take another caller in. Let's have Richard. Richard Ye.
I'm Richard Ye from Taiwan, Taipei. My company name is Apollo Logistics, and I'm doing the forwarding logistics company more than 20 years. Meantime, I also is agent for Thermo King, who is one of the reefer machine supplier. So beside the logistics service, I also provide the logistics equipment such as reefer machine and the reefer box and genset to a major shipping carrier in Taiwan, that is Evergreen, Wanhai, and Yangming. And so I also involve quite a lot of cold chain logistic transportation, which including defrozen seafood and also the vegetable and fruit in out. For vegetable and fruit, which sometimes we also apply to the CA, that is control atmosphere, to make the transportation more successful. So very happy for the invitation to participate in this event. So we can share the expertise or information from each other and learn from each other. Great to have the opportunity, take this opportunity to know each other. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thanks for joining us today, Richard. Aldo from Brazil.
Hello, people.
Hello,
Aldo from Brazil. We handle for more than 10 years the cold chain here.
Yep.
I also participate in a freight forwarding company for 12 years, NVOCC neutral for 8 years, and terminal containers in Santos. So from some time on, now we handle mainly food stuff to and from Brazil. It's air, sea, and road shipments.
Okay, fantastic. Aldo, good to have you with us, and sit back and enjoy. Edgar, your name, your company, and where you're from? Edgar, we can't hear you. Maybe we can come back to Edgar in a minute. Alex Jung, go ahead, Alex. Alex, can you hear me? I think Alex is also having trouble. So maybe we can take Alex, are you with us?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Alex.
Yeah. Our company name is Bright Star. So actually our professionals the SIMS logistics service well trade connected with more than 200 partner is the overall country. So we established the 28 in Korea.
Okay.
So actually it's all I did not ready our company introduce our company. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks for joining us, Brian. Okay, I'm going.
Yes,
Brian,
yes,
with us?
yes, I can hear you well. Yes, I'm in the same company as Alex.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. Would you like to say something?
Oh, yes. Oh, I have no any question at this time. Yes, yes.
Okay, I'll take one more caller before we go. Edgar, maybe I'm just going to come back to you to see if your audio is back on.
Mhm.
Okay, we're still having trouble getting Edgar, so maybe we can come back at the end of the session. I'm going to go ahead and continue with the orientation. All right, so if I can move on to our network introduction video. Now, this is a 5-minute presentation where you get to hear what we are all about and the team behind it. So here it is. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I'm Melvin Xavier, one of the directors and co-founders of Cold Chain Connect. On behalf of the team,
it is our pleasure to welcome you to our CCC orientation meet.
Here, you will learn everything that you need to know about our network. Before I begin introducing CCC to you, let me guide you through the agenda for today. Today's meet will last about 30 minutes with the following program.
After my presentation about Cold Chain Connect, we will have an open Q&A to answer all your questions about our network, followed by the keynote presentation on consequences of COVID-19 on the logistics industry, and lastly, our 2019 after movie. Start with, RW Solutions is a network management company that was founded in Hong Kong in 2002 and has its operations in the Philippines. We currently have 8 freight forwarding networks that are into industry niches.
Our networks are focused on handling capabilities of forwarders, from perishables, pharma and NVOCC, to geographical interests like Africa and the Middle East. By hosting specialized groups, our members engage in more meaningful business that caters to their specific strengths.
At present, we have over 1,000 members from 100 countries under the RW umbrella. Cold Chain Connect is the first and only network in the world that connects forwarders that specializes in perishables and food logistics. Cold Chain Connect has 73 member offices in 40 countries worldwide. I'd like to share with you some of our photos taken during our annual partnership meet. Now, let me jump straight to the benefits of being part of Cold Chain Connect. CCC is virtually represented in every corner of the globe, and by being part of the network, you will enjoy instant access to your perishable freight partners that you can rely your business on. Being part of CCC means that you will work with trusted, screened, and reliable members. Every new member application undergoes a due diligence to screen the company's financial stability, market reputation, sales strength, and length in operation.
All members are likewise subjected to our standard code of ethics and guidelines of the network, which must be followed and adhered to at all times. CCC assures that every member is diligently screened.
In addition, CCC offers payment security for all members as an added layer of security when working within the group. The network has a payment protection program with $5,000 for immediate dispute protection, which will then increase to $10,000 depending on the years of your stay within the network. Through our conferences, we reduce your costs from traveling to several countries, as CCC conducts annual partnership meetings in different countries. In this meeting, you'll be able to meet and build contacts with hundreds of agents in one place. The annual conferences and meetings must be attended by CCC members to fortify their relationship with the members. We also promote our members and their services to the logistics industry by attending leading exhibitions in different parts of the world, including the Fruit Logistica, Gulf Food, FIATA, and the Freight Summit.
Aside from attending leading exhibitions, we also distribute our agency list through our global database of around 40,000 freight forwarders.
CCC will also have its exclusive information environment, which provides access to exclusive and up-to-date information amongst the members. We're all set to launch our first CCC intranet mobile app, enabling ease of access right at your fingertips. Finally, I'd like to invite you all to our second annual partnership meet, which will take place on May 8th to the 11th at the Grand Hyatt in Dubai. Here, you'll have the opportunity to meet with other freight forwarders that specialize in perishables and food logistics. We have a power-packed agenda over 4 days, including a welcome cocktail, a keynote address by Emirates Airlines, other industry speakers, face-to-face meetings with our members, a desert safari, and a closing gala dinner. In addition, we have our sister networks, including Life Logistics, which is a pharma network, the Global Air Cargo Alliance, which is an air freight specialist network, and Neptune, which is a sea freight LCL consolidation network, hosting their events at the same venue. Our total attendee count is expected to be over 250 delegates across the networks. We have planned some cross-networking events to maximize on the opportunities as well. Thank you for sharing your time in attending our Cold Chain Connect orientation meet.
We are the world's first and only network for perishable freight forwarders. Stay safe and healthy during these times, and I look forward to welcoming each one of you to CCC very soon.
Okay, great. I hope that was informative. We are now open to any of your questions in this next segment, which is a live Q&A. Me and my team will do our best to answer them for you. I'm happy to get the ball rolling by asking a couple of common questions that we get asked often. One of them includes, how many members do you accept per country, and how many members do you have in my country? Well, as a general rule, I can tell you that we accept up to 3 members per country for most countries. However, we have made an exception for India, China, and the US, where we accept up to 5 members due to their size. Having said that, we do offer some sort of exclusivity for a region based on member strength and their area of representation. So for example, in Germany, we have 2 members, one covering the air freight and the other representing sea freight. So they both end up working with each other as well. Another example is in the US, we have 4 members representing a different region on the East and West Coast. So for more information about your country, please type it in the chat box and we'll probably get back to you with some more information. Another question that we get asked often is, how do you background check your partners? Now at CCC, I can tell you that all applications that come in for membership go through a rigorous screening process that includes running the applying member through the FDRS and also doing searches through databases and local association and thorough background check through references. So sometimes even a simple Google search can reveal some important information about potential partners. And this is something that I strongly suggest that you do before you onboard a partner. Another question that we get often is how much credit do we give our partners and what securities does CCC have in place? Well, for the first part of that question, a lot of the times when your network isn't backed with a credit payment protection plan, we all face a credit default risk. But I can tell you that at CCC, we do have a payment protection plan that covers and indemnifies you against a bad debt or against a bankruptcy from a potential partner. Naturally, we are all hoping that it wouldn't come down to that when you are part of the network, because we have gone through those rigorous controls while getting them on board. So simple answer, when you work with members that are in the network, you can know that your money is secure. And how much of credit to give? Well, that's at your own discretion. Naturally, the network is here to protect you against a bad debt, but how much credit you'd like to give is at your own discretion. All right. Is there anybody that has a question for us? That if yes, I'd like to take it now. A quick show of hand if someone has a question for us.
Is your list of partners available?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. So our information of our members are transparent and publicly available. The contact information may be hidden, but the general information about our key contact and the company name and their specialty is available. If you can drop me your email ID in the chat box below, somebody from my team will send it to you shortly. Do you have any other questions? Yep. Anyone else with a question about our network? Either it was very clear or you're all not very interested. All right. I don't see any hands. If I'm missing out on someone. Trying to scroll through the window here to see if I have missed out on anyone with a question.
Melvin,
All right. Yes, go ahead.
what about cost?
I will come to this in about 10 minutes from now. So I have that prepared as well. So allow me to share it in about 10 minutes time. Yep. Thanks, Frank. Yes, Tone of Hope Builders, go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon. I'd just like to know if this organization is only specialized or is specific on the cold chain logistics.
Right.
What about for the general cargo?
So this is Cold Chain Connect is a network specialized in perishables and food logistics. So for forwarders that specialize in temperature controlled freight. Having said that, we are part of a larger group called RW Solutions, which has several networks under its umbrella, including a general cargo network, a pharma network, a network for LCL consolidators, for air freight consolidators, and the likes. Even region-specific networks like Emerge for Africa and LATAM for Latin America. So we have a couple of them under the umbrella, but Cold Chain Connect is specific for perishables. We can help you either way. So maybe you can drop your details in the chat box and say what you're interested in, and somebody from the team will get back to you on it.
Okay, because can I add something, ma'am?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be having a consolidation shipments to London or UK, Filipino foods, for the distribution to various supermarkets. I don't have any agent yet there. We're not member yet with this organization. So can we ask somebody to assist us on this?
Yeah, so we have a network called Neptune, which is an LCL consolidators network. If you drop in your details in the chat box, somebody from the team will get back to you.
But I'll be the one to consolidate it here.
Sure.
my box, and then can help us on the distribution and warehousing somehow.
Yeah, I mean, so we are a network management company. We connect forwarders around the globe. So we should be able to connect you to somebody in Europe with your requirement. But since we are now focused here on Cold Chain Connect, which is a perishable and food logistics specialist network, I'd like to focus on this for now and allow the team to get back to you with your request. Yeah, would that be okay?
Okay, can you, I'll drop my email ad, and then can you send me the cost on this?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, next up, we have our keynote presentation by Nils Wolle. His topic today is on the consequences of the pandemic on the logistics industry. Nils Wolle is a man that needs no introduction. He's a pioneer in the global freight networking space and the co-founder of RW Solutions, a network management company, and my partner at Cold Chain Connect. So without further ado, Nils, take it away.
What are the consequences of this pandemic for the logistics industry? Everybody knows COVID has severely changed the way we live, the way we interact with people, and how it is impacting the economy. There are, in addition, a whole set of logistical challenges in the background that people are not aware of yet. Logistics is a $10 trillion industry and employs hundreds of millions of workers worldwide. It is in charge of stocking our supermarket shelves with daily necessities, making sure we get our Amazon orders delivered on time, and providing hospitals with the much needed PPE and medical supplies. Despite extraordinary circumstances, logistics professionals, freight forwarders, and truck drivers from around the world have been working some serious overtime to overcome the enormous difficulties posed by the coronavirus crisis. What are the consequences of this pandemic for the logistics industry? At the start of the pandemic, the sea freight sector dramatically limited the supply of space by using ad hoc cancellations of scheduled services known as blank sailings, much to the frustration of shippers that had loaded up their goods onto containers just to realize they weren't leaving anytime soon. This in turn triggered a huge demand for warehousing space, as those goods packed in containers needed to be stored while waiting for the shipping schedules to resume. Many of us are well aware that the sea freight sector has been hit by a multitude of problems, from the recent Suez Canal blockage to the massive imbalance of container availability and the more recent port congestions as activity resumes. We all know the air freight sector experienced a huge reduction in capacity. Belly hold space will remain severely constrained until at least 2024, by when the International Air Transport Association expects a recovery of air travel to pre-virus levels. Ongoing space limitations in air freight means rates will remain high, triggering shifts for alternative modes of transportation. With both sea freight and air freight facing space issues, old traditional transport routes have been revisited and put to the test again. Particularly the Silk Route has boomed from the pandemic, experienced a 70% increase compared to the year before. However, this alternative only answers to 3% of the space demand between China and Europe. Because of the volatility of international transport modes, shippers and consignees realize that they can't solely rely on the highly vulnerable shipping industry. The key to their sustained business success is to find the right balance between transporting their goods from foreign markets and holding inventory within their local consumer markets. Keeping larger inventory will no longer be perceived as the devil. In fact, many of the finely tuned just-in-time supply chain systems will be replaced with business models incorporating buffer inventories and safety stocks. This will again result in increased demand for warehousing space to store the additional inventory. And because of a volatile long-haul international shipping system, more regional and localized supply chains will emerge from after the pandemic. Instead of shipping from across the world, companies will deliver from a neighboring country or even from the same country itself. The good news is, when products are produced entirely within a single country, the freight is typically touched 8 to 12 times within that country, which is 4 times the quantity compared to the goods being imported. The greatest COVID impact on logistics will come from a move towards a much more regionalized approach, resulting in less miles, but more moves and continuous modal shifts in an effort to adapt, whilst increasing opportunities for warehousing and ground-based road and rail freight transport networks. The logistics industry facilitates global trade and relentlessly serves the needs of business and consumers, constantly connecting supply and demand around the world, and will continue to do so whatever challenges may lie ahead.
Okay, thank you, Nils, for that insight. That was definitely interesting. So why should you join us now? And I hope, Frank, now I will be able to answer your question. Well, our usual membership fee is at $2,500. However, when you join us and at our conference, you also pay an additional $1,000 to attend our event. But when you join us, for those of you that are here today, when you join us here, we are offering a special membership rate of $1,500. And this includes your 1-year membership fee, your payment security coverage, and 2 free conference delegate passes to attend our in-person event in Dubai on the 8th of May. Once you become a member, your company will be announced and promoted as part of our exclusive perishable network to our global database of forwarders and amongst our 72 strong members. You will also be added to our network agency list, where you can identify the payment habits of our members. You'll also have access to our mobile and web intranet, our exclusive information platform for all our members, which will be launched in the coming months. And you'll also be added to our WhatsApp community, where you can exchange leads, business, and interact with other members. And finally, you'll be able to attend our 2nd annual partnership meet on the 8th of May to the 11th of May at the Grand Hyatt, where you will be able to meet your partners in person and conduct face-to-face meetings over the 3 days. So feel free to connect with the CCC team to proceed with your membership, or if you have any further questions. Alternatively, you may type in your email ID and telephone number in the chat box so we can contact you to take your membership forward or to answer any questions that you may have. We're now coming to the end of our meet, and we have one last item on the agenda. This is a 2-minute video of our last conference that was held in Macau. So if I can ask Eunice to please roll that video for our delegates that have joined us in today. Okay, great. So that was our after movie from our first conference in Macau. I noticed that at the end of the video, it said, "See you in Bangkok." And that's because our second event was scheduled to take place in Bangkok. Unfortunately, COVID hit and we had to reschedule our plans. And now fast forward to 2 years to 2022, and we are actually hosting our event in Dubai and not in Bangkok. Now, some of those memories gives us goosebumps of what life was like pre-COVID. So thank you for joining us today. I hope that you had a great time. We would like your feedback on today's virtual meet. So you will have a quick survey that pops up on your screen. If I can just ask you to quickly fill that up, it'll give us an idea of what you thought of the meet and how likely you are to join us at the network and also at our event in Dubai. Yunus, can we have you roll that survey now? That pop up on your screens, the survey? If you can give me a quick thumbs up if it has showed up on your screens. Okay. Did you all receive it? Okay. I have the survey that's popped up on my screen just about now, so I'm guessing you all should also have by now. I'm going to leave it to you for a minute. Can I just see a quick thumbs up if you have received the survey? All right. I will move on. Just a quick reminder once again that our second annual conference is around the corner on the 8th of May to the 11th of May to be held at the Grand Hyatt in Dubai. This will be an exclusive event for our members only. And we have speakers from airlines, shipping lines. We have cross-networking opportunity with other sister networks. We're expecting over 300 delegates at the event. So I look forward to staying in touch and welcoming you to the network should you decide to join us, and of course, seeing you in Dubai. If you have any further questions, please let me know. I will stick around for the next couple of minutes. Once again, thank you so much for your time. Yunus, if we can have them all unmute, so maybe I can see if anybody else has a question at this stage. Yep. Does anyone have any more questions before I go away? Or any other comments you'd like to share? You may go ahead.
Melvin, just like to thank you for this opportunity. It was really interesting for us. We look forward to join you.
Fantastic, Aldo. That's awesome to hear. Thank you. I have a member of our network, Nikos, also with me. I didn't realize that we had members here. I have at least one member from Greece. Nikos, do you want to unmute yourself and say a quick hello? I think Nikos is having trouble in unmuting himself. Nikos, we still can't hear you. I can see you trying to talk, but we can't seem to. Are they able to unmute themselves? Eunice, do you want to check on this? Are they able to unmute themselves? Okay.
Yeah. Hi. Good evening.
Hi, Nicholas. How are you?
I'm fine, my friend. How are you? Everything okay?
Good to have you with us.
Yeah. It's also my pleasure. Thank you. Salut. It was very
Absolutely.
interesting.
Yeah. The idea for the orientation meet is to try and see if potential members of CCC, if they have any questions and they'd like to join us at the event.
No.
So,
Yeah. Thank you. No, I don't have any questions. It was very nice to see you, all of you, even via Zoom.
yeah,
I hope to meet you
absolutely.
soon.
I hope you can join us in Dubai in May.
Yeah. Thank you. We'll try.
Fantastic. Okay, does anyone else want to add something, have a comment, or just anything at all?
Hello,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Angela. I'm from Gateway Global Logistics, located in Hong Kong. I just want to say thank you so much for the invitation. It is quite interesting what you're doing, guys. I would like to say I would like to join, but actually our main product here is the general cargo. We don't have that much for cold chain, but it is very nice to meet you guys, and then I have in mind this just in case in the future we can join you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And have a good
Angela,
day.
thank you so much for joining us.
Bye.
I'd like to quickly add that we also have other general cargo networks under our umbrella. So if you are interested in any one of our other networks, you can drop in your details in the chat box and you will have somebody from our team get to you for those.
Perfect. I will. Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Is that it? Anybody else has a comment or would like to add something, or even just introduce themselves and their company? I'm happy to take one more call before I go away. Okay. I guess that's it. I don't see any more hands. Thank you so much again, and look forward to seeing you all soon. Take care.
It was also a pleasure. Bye-bye.
Pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you all.